guys, welcome to your reading. Okay, so today's reading is going to be more like fun. It's going to be more like sexy and I don't know, a little bit more like lighthearted. We are going to look at why do you tempt them? So why are you so tempting? And so if you guys have never been to a pick a card, what you're going to do is you're going to use your intuition to help guide you to pick one of these cards. Okay? So this one is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. And I will go ahead and put the timestamps down below. So if you guys want to go there, I will see you in your reading. Hey guys, welcome to your reading. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and get really relaxed and comfortable as we dive in. So why are you so tempting? This card's really fun because it's kind of like just like a lot of teasing, like a lot of playing, like maybe never really knowing like the full story of someone. Very I don't know, like happy too. Like playful energy is like super fun and like super magnetic to be around. So something that makes you very, very tempting to this person is they love how you love life, and they love how you're kind of difficult to like have or grasp or be with. Marilyn Monroe had the cutest, like she had something so cute about her, like she almost had something like childlike about her. And I think that it was really interesting because she had a mix of like being like a tease and like be playful in that way, but then she had like I don't know, she had like she noticed like the beauty of life, and she had a way of, I don't know, it was very magnetic to a lot of different people, and even to this day it's very like talked about and really well known. So you have a very like seductive, like very sexy, playful. And so with playfulness too, playfulness could be like, you could be really good with your words. Like you could play around with your words, and that could be something this person really likes. So one of the subscribers said it was like too loud when I throw the dice, and I do think so. I don't like loud. My daughter Sophia and I, we hate loud. We always say it's too loud. So I'm gonna use this. Okay. Oh, I like this. This is interesting. Okay, so we have the second house, we have the 8th house, we have Virgo, we have Sagittarius, and we have Scorpio. So you or them, like somewhere in the chart, could connect with Taurus, Scorpio energy, Virgo, Sagittarius, strong Scorpio energy. Sometimes it's not that you're a Scorpio, but you have a lot of that going on, or even with any of these. So this is really cool. So why you're tempting this person, the second house is a beautiful place in the astrology chart. Like it's really something worth showing, and it's really something worth like building, and really makes you feel super good about yourself. And so it's also just like very luscious. Like I always think like Taurus energy is very luscious. Like it looks good, it smells good, it tastes good, everything's just 10 out of 10. I feel like that's why the moon is exalted in Taurus. And so your looks are just very, very, very sexy, and you smell really good. And smelling good, I love when people smell good. It's just like, I love it. So I feel like this person really likes that about you. And so that's very tempting. There's been times where I feel like they have like smelled you and like, you smell so good, or you just look so good. Like I could just eat you, like vibe, you know what I mean? And so we have the 8th house, which is a house of all the kinds of weird, dark, interesting secrets, things that you really, really hide. And it's a lot of depth, and that's where that's what you get after marriage, where you really take away the makeup and all that stuff, and you really like merge and like become one, and your finances become one, and you're like very bonded together. And so when this comes out like it's a teasing energy, I don't know if you know like what a strong hold you have over this person, and what like kind of depth that you probably do know this though, but it's like can be very, very intense. this will be cool. Let's do this. Okay, so we have sun. So with like a sun in the 8th house energy, when it goes to what's tempting is, so the 8th house, it's kind of like maybe things that they're hiding or things that they think are different or unique, or like maybe I won't show you that when they're around you and they're in your presence. Like all of those things come out, but like they like it, like they like going that deep, they like being that intimate. So it's very tempting, and the deeper you guys go, the deeper this person understands themselves. And so we have Virgo and we have Sagittarius. So with this, I feel like Virgos are like very perfect. They're the virgin, like pretty skin, like something very clean. Like I feel like Virgos are like so clean. And so there's something very like clean and like pure about you that they find very tempting. Talking to you is really interesting. They like talking to you. They like the conversations. They like learning about what's going on with you. And Sagittarius and Scorpionic energy, that's actually, Sag is very fun and lighthearted and really, really funny. And so you tempt them with like, I don't know, a lot to do here with like the way you laugh and the way you're happy and the way that you smile and the way that there's like a natural optimism. Like Sagittarius has that really strong, and so that feels really good for them. And obviously with Scorpio, there's a lot of like deep sexual energy coming off this reading, like really, really strong. And so I feel like they're incredibly attracted to you. Like the physical attraction is like 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, we have seduction. And we have water. So with this and why you tempt them, I mean, everything about her to me is tempting. Like the way she's looking at us, the way she's communicating, she's not saying anything, but she doesn't need to. And I feel like you really do this with purple. Purple's also very like royal, like spiritual color as well. And it's very like passionate and romantic. So, I mean, not everyone like makes you actually feel like passionate. Not everyone, emotions are at their peak. Not everyone will pull out those kind of emotions. But for you, you do this. I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, I have no idea. It just popped into my mind. That she makes me feel like, in the old movies in the old days where they're in like the castles. I remember when I was little, I read like middle school when you had to read. I would read like stories during that time, like interesting, weird, I don't know. Anyway, so I just get this vision of this girl like just like this, like she's like walking up like a staircase, like a really pretty staircase, and she's like holding whoever, like another girl or guy or whatever you connect with, like holding their hand, and with passion and romance away. I just feel like two people just know what's gonna happen. And so your eye contact is like incredibly like intense and sexy, and not like it's overwhelming, but it's very like you penetrate into this person's soul. And I say that too because with water, Pluto is the soul. I just got a new book. I'm reading it right now. I'm like so into it. So this person, you really like penetrate like very, very deep into them. And so something, yeah, that's gonna be really, really, really tempting. I feel like they really couldn't say no. I think it could be midnight and it could be 2 in the morning. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I feel like this person always wants to see you. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do some normal tarot, some OG tarot. So tell us more. Whoa, that's crazy. So we have 2 threes. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the Empress. Sometimes when these come out and they're so perfect, I'm like, I don't want you to think like I'm just pulling them because it's just like so perfect. So this is really cool. With this, I feel like you're very tempting because there's like a really interesting like flow of like communicating really well, like having a really good reputation, being very, very earthy, very sensual, very sexual, very intuitive as well. The Empress she's really knows how to like take care of her kids and take care of herself and like flow in this femininity and let, instead of like trying to be the emperor and trying to be the man, like she's strong within her empress energy. And so everyone gets to be blessed by her, we get to be nurtured by her, we get to be loved by her. And so that's very tempting. So this person is really connected to your maternal energy, to your creative energy. And then we have the Lovers. Oh, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be an extended if you guys want to watch. I'm going to put out all my sexy cards. So, oh my goodness. Well, it's all upright. And so I feel like you, with this, like if I feel like I just kind of want to read really intuitively right now. I feel like you know how intense this person feels for you. Like, even if you're watching this and you're just kind of curious, there's something that you know, like truly and deeply, because we have the 8th house energy, a sun in the 8th, like very, very intuitive. We have this water card. So if you've been feeling like this person is really, really attracted to you and like they feel that intensity and like you can just turn them on by looking at them, they really, yeah, you can. And so something that is also tempting is with the Lovers, this is someone who like perfectly gets us and like perfectly understands us. And I just remember that they're naked, so I'm gonna have to edit that. But also I feel like this person does a lot of fantasizing about the future. So the future looks very bright, it looks very interesting, and so, and it could get them like really excited very quickly. So let's go ahead and get some more. Whoa. So we have pay attention to the red flags. Do you play with this person? We have soulmate. So, I mean, that makes sense because we have the playful card. Sometimes this person could feel like you've played with them. With 8th house, 8th house is also the house of like death, and like it is kind of toxic. Like 8th house energy could be incredibly toxic. It doesn't mean to, it's just like a point, like there's just like a lot of depth and there's a lot of subconscious things happening in there. And so sometimes this person, like you're very, very tempting, but it's like, do I walk up that staircase? Like do I hold their hand? Like do I let them lead me? Like I know that they can lead me to like satisfying like so much of what I want, but it's like there is and maybe too with that eye contact you have and that intense like that way you make them feel so intense, like do they need to be a little bit careful with that. So they do know that there is a little bit, not like they're not scared, but like there is a factor of like needing to pay attention. And Virgos are watching. So like Virgos, they're watching, they're paying attention. Strong Virgo energy, they're completely knowing what's up in the physical world. And so with soulmate, this person's very tempted by you because it's like, wow, it's very rare. Because it's not always going to feel that way. You know, when you go on a date or you're with someone, you're around someone, you're talking to someone, they're not always going to get you like that. Like, it's not going to feel like a soul, like, actually in your heart. Like, you know, you feel that. You feel their, like, presence, and it's very, very special. And so let's go ahead and get some more. So in these, I really want to look at some of, like, the physical appearance. So we have curiouser and curiouser. I feel like you and this person are both really curious. This person's always thinking about you. Always. We'll see what they think about. Belong to your own dream, create your own life. And we have believe. Okay, so let's see here. You do many different things to this person. You have many different looks. You have many different expressions. And I feel like not necessarily like you're a loner, but there's something here that it's like you are your own thinker, or there's a lot going on within you in your own mind. And I think that this person, they're really curious about what's going on with you. And so I see a lot of different hair colors, but all the hair is like very pretty, middle parted, or like she has bangs that might connect with some people. There's a peaceful feeling. This card is really pulling to me here. It's, I don't know, I feel like she's very real, very authentic, naturally pretty, super soft, smelling good. There's flowers all around her. She has like this natural peace within her. And so there's something incredibly like soothing and sexy and soft and smelling really good, tasting good, everything like just 10 out of 10. But still with this look, she gives us a very, very intense look. And so there is some kind of, maybe you don't realize you do that. You know, some people don't realize like all the different expressions we can have, but there is something just intense. And I think it's what happens here is that like penetrative, intense, intuitive knowing that happens when you look at this person. But she's very precious. She's very pure. Virgo energy really is that. And she has like really pretty pink cheeks, and like lip gloss and like lipstick is a really strong emphasis in all of these. And I feel like it's actually not just this person that we're asking about. I feel like there could be an ex, or there's like multiple people that are really like into you, craving you, definitely curious about you right now. And so with strange encounters, it makes me feel like sometimes models, it's not like they're strange, or they're not strange because they're gorgeous and they're beautiful, but it makes me like wonder if there's something about your physical appearance, like one thing or multiple things that you have about you that are very like striking, pronounced, or different. And so there is some like model like thing, or like just really beautiful eyes, really pretty lips, like big lips, or like really pretty hair, really like pretty like skin color, skin tones. There's something that is very, very different, and you're gonna know what it is for you because it's gonna be a lot of different things, obviously. But yeah, so okay, guys, we're gonna go into the extended, and the extended's gonna be cool because I have all my sexy cards, and I always like give like some advice as well, just because like I just advice and like for like love and yourself. And then I have like this little thing we're gonna do the pendulum. But let me go ahead and throw out some numbers and letters. Okay. Oh, we have Neptune. So if we have some Pisces, Neptune too is a very dreamy place. Like the 12th house rules dreams. And so with that too, the eyes could look dreamy, the eyes could look interesting, the eyes could look sleepy sometimes. So we have IC3EAMHOX. Number 5, so maybe some Leos, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Venus, Mars, something going on. So X26, maybe someone's 29 or 26. We have K, B, Z, A, 5 again, pound, N, I love, Y, and J. So you guys, I hope that connected with you. I hope it resonated. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I hope you watch the extended. It's going to be really fun, really sexy, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye. Hey guys, welcome to your reading. Okay, so group number 2, if you want to go ahead and get really relaxed and comfortable as we dive in. So why are you so tempting? So we have the energy of the moon coming out. I feel like what's happening here is it's like a mix of being really confused by you, but also incredibly curious by you and really, really seen by you. The moon shines light and can kind of take us to places that you don't get like when you're with the sun. You know, like the sun has, I guess it has like that pure, like bright, like we see everything for what it is. But when there's a strong moon energy coming into the reading, this is you tempt this person because they don't understand. Like they don't understand you fully. They don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. And so this person has a lot of questions. So you could really like the moon, they could like the moon. There could be like just a really like very emotional and also maternal feeling between you guys. Let's see. Oh, I don't want it to be loud. Okay, so we have the South Node, we have the 12th house, we have Pluto, we have Virgo, and we have Pisces. So you or them could connect with this, or is that I don't know, I think that's the South Node like that. Okay, so Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo energy, Pisces energy again. So this could connect with you or them. If it doesn't connect, this could really be trying to say, the South Node, it kind of feels like you guys have really like unfinished business with each other, or there's just a lot of things that they didn't really know about you. The 12th house is a place that's incredibly hidden and mysterious, and it's like full of fantasies. Like it's like so much like dreaming, and it's like pretty and poetic and spiritual. It's a beautiful place, but it's tempting. They're like impatient or confused by you. They really like the way your words touch them, and they like how, I feel like since the 12th house is a place that's like very special and not everyone understands it, and it's so confusing, I feel like they really like how they're really, really seen by you, and it's so intense between you guys. So something that's very tempting is like Pluto will just intensify everything, and it is really deep, and it questions, and it's curious, and when it wants something, it wants something, and it won't stop. It doesn't matter. It's gonna have like what it needs to satisfy, like that certain part of themselves. And so this whole thing is very like deep, and I think what's happening here with them and why you're so tempting is you satisfy them. And it's kind of a mix of pleasure and pain, because that's what Pluto does. Like, you know, there is a lot of pain with Pluto, but at the same time, like when you really, really work with it and you transform it, because that's what we're supposed to do, that's really when we get the good stuff from it, and we get the deep intimacy, and I don't know, it's kind of like that adrenaline rush of like being very satisfied by something. And we have Virgo and we have Pisces. That's really interesting. We have opposite things going on. You could tempt them. You guys could have like confusing things about you, just like opposite features. It's like very pretty though features. Like both Virgo and Pisces are very like Virgo is like they're of service, you know, and like Pisces is a spiritual, like beautiful, like very divine, pure energy. And so there's something very, very pure about you. They really like talking to you. So we have the star. I'm just gonna have to blur that out, or I'll just go like that. Okay. Okay, so why are you so tempting? So with the star, it feels really, really good to be around you. It feels really rejuvenating. It feels like, hey, like, yeah, some stuff went down. Like, the tower really sucked. And, like, we did go through shit because we all will. But it's like you're really beautiful, like, shining light that brings a lot of hope. It brings a lot of optimism. And it's like, hey, like, fuck that chapter in your life. Like, that was difficult. That was hard. But there's something more beautiful awaiting you. And so I feel like there's something really wise about you. Like, the star, like, she has a beautiful spirit that soothes all of us. And it's very, like, soft and divine. And it's not delusional or, not seeing things clearly. It's actually the truth and the beauty of, like, there's better days. And so that is tempting to them, but there's some interesting things here between you guys. And, like, if you pick this pile, you probably really know that, because with the Eight of Cups in reversal, like, you know what that feels like to me, it's like, don't leave, like, don't go, I can't leave you. So something that's really tempting is, like, even if sometimes it's like platonic or intense or like just a lot of passion, it feels like I don't want you to go. I want you to stay. Like, I really want to be with you. It's so cute. And so with the Page of Wands in reversal, sometimes I feel like it could feel like, did they really just say that or really just do that, or like what? And then there's a lot of fire, like maybe there's a lot of fire on your side or their side. There's like a sexual like tension between you guys. You guys could like not be afraid to maybe say how you feel and really talk to them. Tell them, no, like, this is not what I'm wanting. Or, not being afraid to like say what's up. And like, they actually like that though. And especially too with Virgo's going to talk and communicate and say what they think, and they have lots of thoughts, like they're always paying attention. And so this person likes that about you though, to actually have a legit conversation. So we have release your ex. We have separation. That's really intense. So, and why would that be tempting? There's a push and pull here. There's like, don't leave, right? We had that Eight of Cups in reversal. Like, don't leave. I don't want you to go. And so for some of you guys, I don't think you're together right now. Like, you maybe aren't physically together, or you don't live by each other. The 12th house is like foreign land, so there could be distance. Or it could feel, you know what? It feels almost like Romeo and Juliet. Like, it feels like they really want you and you really want them. And how do you make that real? And it's like your beautiful light with the star that you soothe it, though. Like, you soothe their stress. We have opposition, which is really interesting because we have the two opposite signs. And opposite, separate and opposite. There's something here that's separating you guys. We have Mars. This person, there's going to be an extended if you want to watch it. It's going to be more like sexy and just deeper. We're just going to go deeper into this reading. We have Sagittarius. This feels like a ton. Sagittarius is traveling and leaving. And where's Sagittarius? We just don't know. They're gone. So it feels like that's a lot of fire. That's a lot of passion. And if we're reading intuitively, like, it's almost like, okay, like a Sag, just ascendant with Mars, like in the 7th, or so, I don't know. It feels kind of like you're tempting because this person isn't like, they're willing to maybe go out of their comfort zone where they haven't really been like this before. They haven't really acted like that before. There's some kind of like sexy like conflict. So like, why is it sexy? Like, it's sexy because like with Mars is sexy, and Mars is your sex drive and like your drive for life. And so you really feel that. And so you could also be tempting because you just like, well, I've never thought I would do this before. I wasn't really down for this, but I'm down for it with you. And so there's a lot of passion here. We have 10th house. So there's something very, very beautiful about your image, the way you present yourself, your career, what you're known for. Like, if this is a very, very successful place where it's like, I would really want to show you. And it's interesting because we have a Scorpio sun, so um, you're deep, you're magnetic, you're sexy, your eye contact is so like penetrating to them. They love talking about you. Like, I'm getting like tight dresses, like black, like darker hair. If it's not dark, like there's a darkness to you, and it's very alluring. Like, you're very, very alluring to them. And they, I just feel like you could turn them on like very, very quickly. You can't go back to yesterday. There's some past things that I really feel like we have a lot of past stuff going on. I feel like a lot of questions. We have keep your temper. There's like, you guys are feisty. Like, it got feisty. I don't know. There's some, like, if you, it's kind of interesting. Like, Five of Wands, we're fighting, there's conflict. We have even opposition, temper, Mars. Mars is ruled by Aries. Aries is number one, the force, the drive, gonna make shit happen. And we have this super sexy, like, Scorpio sun. And so, they like when you say no. They like that you have your ideas. They like that you have your beliefs and different things that you have going for yourself. They think it's really interesting. There's something here going on though that they're like, I don't, you can't go back to yesterday. There was something that happened, and we have this separation and release. And so I we have, that's really interesting. So we have the ninth house again, which is traveling, learning, higher knowledge, philosophy, having like strong beliefs or curiosities. There's something going on here that um, there could be opposing views, there could be different viewpoints, there could be different like skin colors, different places that you guys are from, but that is what actually is so magnetic about you guys and like this connection. This person likes your ideas. They like the things that you say, they like the things that you express. They love your hips, they love your legs, they love your thighs. That is Sagittarius energy. So this person, they could be really into that, like just part of your body. Think about that a lot. It's very tempting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more. So why are they so tempting? So something that's actually just really special about you to them is that you've been able to lead them to actually knowing themselves. And so maybe that opposition, that conflict, that fighting, that sexiness, that temper has been really eye-opening to their beliefs with the ninth house. Like, you're really showing like a light on, hey, there's different ways to think, there's different ways to communicate, there's different ways to love. Like, there's so many beautiful things that maybe this person just has not experienced. But once they've met you, once they've been around you, they're like, whoa, like, I was living in the third house of Gemini, short-term travels, and now I'm over here in the ninth house. And so this person feels like it's been a really big awakening to them. You know what? I really want to get some physical appearance cards. So let's go with this. I have a lot of sexy decks, but I don't want to be in trouble because I already got suspended before. I'm like, I'm going to be good. Okay. So this is some physical appearance. Something about stars, something about the moon, something about you guys being together at night. We have dream, the 12th house. So something that's really, really coming out really strong in terms of why you're tempting, and especially with the physical beauty and the physical appearance, is that we're getting a strong emphasis on dreams and nighttime and sleepiness and almost like ethereal, because the 12th house is like an ethereal, beautiful place that only some people can really grasp. Like, that feeling and like that knowing. And so it feels like something that's very tempting is like this physical beauty is so pretty, like is it real? Like it's so soft, like can I touch it? Like it's so divine, I want to be with it. Like so there's a lot of different things I see here, like oh my goodness, there's literally so much to see. I mean, I think your eyes are really beautiful. But what I think is interesting is that her eyes are open and her eyes are closed. And no, I don't think hardly in any of these cards the eyes are closed. So it tells me too that there's an inner beauty because she doesn't have to go, hey, look at me, everybody, like, here's who I am. It's like, it's a natural, probably like a natural charm that you have, like a natural sex appeal. And so they find that super sexy and very tempting. And so, oh yeah, so let's go ahead and do some letters and numbers. Okay, so we have G, we have J, we have pound, we have Q, we have A. I probably don't need that in there. We have B, we have the number 5, so maybe some Leo energies. We have T, we have Y. Don't say bye, like don't leave. Like you left them, they left you. If I hope that connects because there is some kind of opposition, separation, conflict, traveling, because it doesn't feel when there's this much passion, there's this much curiosity, and they see you for the true beauty that you are. It feels like, hey, like there's more to see. We have M, we have 2, we have D, we have 4. Oh, there's maybe some Aries, maybe some Leos. We have V, we have M. It almost like WW, I don't know why that. Something on social media, something connecting in that way, like looking intensely at something with Scorpio, Plutonic energy. Yeah, so this is very interesting. If you guys want to watch the extended, it's just going to be more sexy. We'll go deeper in it. And we will also, I don't have to blur anything out. I can say what I want. And I always like, I make it worth it. Like, I promise. Like, I will take care of you guys. It's like, because when I read, I'm like an, intense, obsessive reader sometimes. So I've been like kind of being more like going deeper. Okay, so we're gonna go deeper. Okay, love you guys so much. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to your reading. Okay, if you want to go ahead and get really relaxed and comfortable as we dive in. So group number 3, why are you so tempting to them? So we have the energy of chaos coming in, and so there's a lot of things that I feel like happen with you and them. This person really isn't able to control how much they like you and the amount of feelings that you stir within them. I don't know why I'm getting this, but ayahuasca, like I've never done it, but it's just one of the most like intense psychedelics I've watched documentaries on, and it's like really eye-opening and deep and like really profound. And so I don't know why that's coming through, but I feel like you're really tempting because you hold like a special key, like, and that's kind of what like psychedelics are supposed to be, or whatever they say. And I feel like you have this, like you open this door and you unlock a lot of different emotions they've never felt before. And so you could be incredibly tempting because they as they bond with you and as they connect with you, you actually like shine a light like deeper into their own like psyche, And so there's a lot of ways that you guys bond and connect, and that you play around with one another in the depth of what you have, that like It could be triggering, it could be sexy, it could be interesting, it could be chaos at times, but there's it's always interesting. And so, and in many different ways, I feel like you're tempting because it just like came out of nowhere, or just when they feel like it's comfortable, there's something deeper that like gets awakened within them. We have Mercury coming through. We have Sagittarius ascendant. So there's a lot of communicating, a lot of talking, a lot of curiosity. Yeah, we have Jupiter. So we have a lot of Jupiter. So Jupiter like is our beliefs, like our belief systems, our philosophies of life, and it's really spontaneous, bright, and curious. And Mercury is also incredibly curious too. So, oh, and even a moon in Aquarius moon. This is really interesting. You guys could connect somewhere, somehow with this. But what I'm seeing here is why you're really tempting is you've really opened their mind like they've never seen before. And so, and this is nine. The ninth house rules Sagittarius. There's a strong connection here with Sagittarius. Oh, Aquarius is the 11th sign, 9/11, and chaos. So, with this person, that's really intense. So, there's just a really like intense, eye opening, almost ayahuasca deep experience with this too. Like, you know, psychedelics, like right, like psychic, like deep. There's deep into intuitive knowings between you two, and that's very tempting. So you can almost finish each other's sentences or really know what one another is really wanting. And I feel like you guys can actually fulfill that and like satisfy that with one another. We have true love. We have honeymoon. And we have heart to heart conversation. So maybe you guys haven't been talking and like they want to talk to you. They want to be close to you and feel you, and they can even really want to like feel your heart next to theirs. Like they may actually really crave like that kind of closeness where they just want to hear it. Like they just want to hear your heart beat. And so that's really cute. Why am I like, okay. So you're very, very tempting too, because I'm getting that there's a really, like you smell super, super good. I don't know, in this imagery here, it just feels like she wants to be like close with him. It feels almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen like on TikTok where like a girl is laying on top of her boyfriend and she's like, no, like I want to be closer, and he's like, what do you mean, like you're on top of me? And she's like, I want to be like, in you, like together, like stuck together. That sounded weird, but what I'm trying to say is that this person, you tempt them because I feel like even just kissing or like connecting really intimately like that isn't as close as they want to be, because there is almost like a psychedelic connection here. So hold on just a second. I have my tarot on my bed. So my OG. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some more. Obviously we have to have the original coming through always. Oh, I like that. That's interesting. Okay, that's really, really pretty. Lots of pretty, earthy, like sensual. Oh, that's really cool. So why you're tempting? So the Page of Cups, there's something very youthful about you. There's something almost optimistic, dreamy, romantic, pretty, like creative. And so all those things they really like about you. So you could just have a very like young look about you. You could have a fresh look about you. They could really, you could bring out those emotions. Like possibly this person could be harsh sometimes. This could be representing them. Maybe King of Swords in reversal. They're definitely not afraid to say what they think. Like a King of Swords in reversal, like they could be witty and intense, and so for some reason that's coming out, and that's really fascinating. So And why you could be tempting too, there could have been times or moments where there was like, was there a little bit of fighting? Was there something said? Is someone here selfish? Hmm. It, they're craving some like victory with you, or they're craving something where it could be very, very stable. The Queen of Pentacles, she's the Empress in action, doing, having everything she wants. And she's amazing because um, she like worked for this herself. So it's very beautiful that she owns this. And so you have this like a natural, very naturally beautiful, very sexy, like fertile, pretty, soft, like just very, very nice to be around. Someone that can soothe us, and someone that can heal us, and someone that really makes us feel better. So you're very tempting because it's just a lot of things. Like, I feel like they like the little things that make you you. And so obviously that's going to be different for everybody, but it could be, when you really like someone, or I mean, for me, like, I I love my daughter so much, and my Venus is conjunct her ascendant. I think she's the most precious thing in the whole entire universe. Like, I tell her, so I told her, like, I tell her all the time how beautiful she is, and she told me the other day, Mom, I know you tell me all the time. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell you for forever. And so I feel like that's how this person views you, just like you are fucking precious. And that chaos could be like a form of, like, wanting to protect you, like, and they could be wanting nothing bad to come near you. And even like beliefs or thoughts or mean words or past connections, they don't, that could have been hurtful, they really don't want that. There's a really strong maternal and protective feeling this person has. There's also something that's really inspiring. The Chariot, like, it doesn't really matter because you will win. Obstacles can get in the way. It doesn't matter. Like, the Chariot will succeed, and they'll do, and they work hard, and it's also just cool because I get to experience like the success and how good that feels. And so they're seeing so they're seeing you as like very successful. They're seeing you as someone very strong, and they love that, and a lot of willpower. So I feel like you're you're a lot deeper than a lot of people know, but this person knows. And that has stirred up a lot of intense feelings and emotions. Like, there's a lot of sexual feelings, there's a lot of mental like connection between you guys, and there's also just like a lot of like a protective feeling. And with honeymoon and Jupiter, that's like a traveling. There's something here with traveling for sure. Wanting to travel with you, wanting to take you away, wanting to move in with you. Um, and with the Queen of Pentacles, like, I feel like she's definitely at home. Like, I feel like she's like, oh, I just want to be at home. I want to be like super comfortable. Like, obviously she's gonna go out and work and make money and stuff, but or she's gonna be like out in her garden or something. She's just so like comfortable and yummy and everything good. And so let's go ahead and get some more. Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So, okay. Okay, I really like this. So, your body is really coming through really strong with the ascendant. So, your actual body, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk in the room, the way you present yourself, your body language, like the way you move is very, very sexy. And there's something here with your career and like your status and the way you're seen. Oh, that's interesting. So if we took away the 0, and we do that numerology, you do have 9/11, and we did feel that because we had Aquarius, which is the 11th sign. And so with this, there is kind of some intense, like, alarming, like, tempting, and it's almost like a tick-tock. Like, how long, like, how much longer? You can't wait forever because we have a force coming in with Mars. Yes, and we have Scorpio. So maybe, with this too, you could be very tempting because there could be a really like strong drive, like a strong like just like a lot of strong sexiness. Also, just a really like deep, penetrative like connection with you guys with Mercury. Like a lot of communication going on here. So you or them somewhere in the chart could connect with Aries, Capricorn, Aries again, Scorpionic energy, or Gemini. That also, it could just be like kind of telling like a little bit of a story with it. So let's go ahead, and this is really interesting. There was a lot of, there's a lot more to be said actually. And I have an extended if you guys would like to watch it. I wonder what will happen next. Oh, you have to watch the extended? No, I'm kidding. But ready for adventure and ready to adventure. It's really interesting because Sagittarius rising and Jupiter, there's an adventure. There's something that's happening. There's another chapter that's going to start. And so you're tempting because there's a little bit of mystery here. This person has a lot of questions. The right way, learning to create what you desire. There's a lot of learning here. Like we have Mercury really strong, Jupiter really strong. There could be a connection with school, university, or just like a mental connection. You're tempting too because I feel like this is a new experience. This is a new like almost life altering experience that this person is having with you, where they're kind of learning what is the right way, like how do you have those heart to heart conversations, and maybe see what it's like to be in a connection or relationship. We have keep your temper. So we have some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy up in here, a Scorpio. That's really interesting. I wonder what that's exactly about, because we know there is a little bit of like not like they're aggressive towards you, but there is, I don't know, with 9/11, Mars, a Scorpionic energy, a need to be victorious and overcome obstacles. They're just really, really passionate. And we have, you can't go back to yesterday. So there's something that's really like trying to push forward and move forward. And something that's really cool about psychedelics is a lot of people will talk about how it helps heal, right? So, and when you heal from the past. And so there is a deeply healing feeling by being with you. This person's kind of letting go of any anger. We have the seer, follow your intuition. So group number 3, it's the way you look. It's the way you communicate without words. It's the way you know things. It's the way you make this person feel comfortable. It's the deep intimacy and the inner knowing that you two have with one another, and the way it's almost you connect like in that telepathic like sphere of things. Okay. So we do have Leo. That's interesting. We were talking about some kind of fire like that. We have B, G, C, V, pound, E, H, M, 5, R, I, number 3, so Mercury, communication, 0. Maybe someone's 30 or getting into their 30s. We have A, we have X, we have 2, so we have Taurus energy. We have Q, we have N, we have 2 again, 22. Maybe someone's 22 or just around the 20s. We have K, we have love, we have S, and we have I love. Yeah, so I feel like this person does love you, and you do know that, or they're in the process of falling in love with you, and there is like a moment of surrender, and they do kind of talk about that with psychedelics. Is like you do surrender, like you surrender to the experience. And why am I talking about psychedelics? I never do, but it does feel really transformative, this connection. So it is tempting, you have that key to their heart. You do unlock things they haven't really seen before. And so, yeah, in the extended, let's see more like what you are unlocking, and it's just gonna get a little bit more sexy. So okay, see you guys over there. Bye. Hey beautifuls, welcome to your reading. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and get really relaxed and comfortable as we dive in. So we have High Priestess of Water and the number 4, so that may connect somehow. I just had like an overwhelming feeling with this card. I don't know why. Of you mirror a lot of the things that they have within them that I feel like they don't actually show. And they feel like they really see you for who you are. So the High Priestess of Water, to me, she's very authentic and she's real and she's really mature and able to express all of her feelings like fully, and also really express her intuition, and her intuition's really clear and really spot on. And so yeah, they really love that about you. I always feel like too with this card, something that's really beautiful about her is she's all blue, she's all green, like her skin's blue and green and her eyes are, and everything about her is really pretty, almost like mermaid like. So there could be something that's very tempting about you that's very like ethereal and pretty, and kind of like the siren too as well, like just also very sexy. So let's see here. Oh, the cards are flying out for you. Okay, this is really interesting. I really love the King of Wands. The King of Wands to me is like if we were to see a King of Wands person, like for real, out and about, this person would be like really, really sexy, really charismatic, really funny, like life of the party, like super magnetic. And a lot of people would be just like, oh, like I like that person. Where's that person going? Like I just really want to be with that person. So even if you're a woman watching this, and most of my analytics are women, there's something really though, like a little bit of masculine. Like there's a little bit of masculine energy here as well. But it's funny because this High Priestess of Water is super feminine, but there's a mix. This could also really be like representing like some fire energy, and you could pull this like leadership and that vibe out of them. Like I feel like nowadays we don't really see that much. Like I feel like women are literally leading in most things, but with this you do pull fire out of this person. You pull like a lot of masculine strength out of them where they really come into their power. And but also like it's fun too, but it's very mature. The King of Wands, like he's super mature and you can really, really count on him. So by you being in this person's life, it's been incredibly eye-opening and very with the Judgment card, it's like, whoa, I've never really seen things like this before. I've never been open to this before. I've never seen this before or felt this way. And so that's also been very intense. We have Pluto here, so there's a very like sexy, that could be very sexual. I don't know, there could have been a very sexual experience that had really opened their eyes to you and them. And I do see like healing. I see a lot of healing. I see a lot of forgiving, and it's very pretty and it's soothing. And we get to experience the Five of Cups in reversal. So something that's tempting is I actually feel like it's your intuitive abilities with this High Priestess of Water to really soothe them, to heal them, to make them calm, and to make them feel better. And there's also something new, something bright, something worthy, something nice that you have going on. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but this Ace of Pentacles, it's something fresh and pretty and bright and like almost like youthful and clean. And I always feel like that's like bougie. And so there's something that you have or that you're doing, or something that's going on within you that's very like clean and sexy. And so this could be really representing like your smile, your skin, your teeth, your hair, your body. There's something that you're very, very like they like, oh my goodness, like you're so blessed. And we have Cancer Moon. Lots of, oh, and we have the fourth house. Oh, and we have 4-4. Cancer is the fourth house. That's 4-4-4. That's really interesting. So this is why you're so tempting. Well, you're really, really tempting. Oh, and then we have Aries ascendant. Okay, cool. Because we do have fire, and that's Aries right there. So what I'm seeing here is like why you're really tempting is because you actually nurture them. And so maybe that's why they step into King of Wands and they do actually feel more motivated, more inspired, more like they want to do better and like take action towards their goals. Like King of Wands, like he has so much going on. And so there's a soothing feeling by being with you, by being around you. This person feels like your hugs are the best, your kisses are the best, the way you hold them, the way you touch them. There's it's very like, oh, it's like their heart feels really good. They actually feel that flutter, and they also feel very excited. So we have Aries ascendant. So oh, I Aries, like also April is an Aries month. I'm an Aries sun, and my birthday's April 8th, and that's another 4. So 4s are also stable. They rule the Emperor. It's about home life too, and the fourth house is the home. There could be a significance with you and them with home, and maybe like you being really good at decorating or being able to make them feel comfortable. But there's a lot of like, I don't know if like YouTube banter or if there's like they feel like they could have a lot of fun with you. I've hung out with Aries ascendants, and they're like full of fire, they're full of passion, like they're really excited, and they're always like down for something fun. And so, and funny, like super funny. So there is something that is super funny and like bright about you, so it feels super good to be with you. We have winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. And we have the dragon, strength and wisdom. So with this, I feel like with change and like strength, so there could be something tempting about your body looks stronger and better and more just almost just like more sexier, you know, like more toned. And with the changes and the transitions as well, with wisdom, there's a lot of maturing and there's a lot of growing, and there's like a stableness with all these 4s. And that's actually like something that's really like beautiful and really comfortable. I always like, this is off topic, but I know people are obsessed with the Kardashians and like Kylie, and I'm like, why are they always like so obsessed with her? And I think it's just like everything's always like put together, like in her videos and her everything's just like really perfect, and I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like you almost have just like a very perfect put together, like clean, like nice feeling by being with you. So, and they like that. I feel like, oh wow, we have the moon again. Yeah, so you could have a really, also this could be really representing like a stable, grounded, emotional nature that really soothes them. So the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you kiss, the way you express your emotions. We see a lot of moon, see a lot of blue here. So you actually make them feel, and they love also like this natural optimism and warmth, because they know that you've been through it, because we all do. But there's some kind of change that has, with your surroundings have undergone change and transition, but we have strength and wisdom, and so we know that you are this beautiful light. And let's go ahead and get a couple more of these. I'll just kind of throw them out there. I won't dive too deep into them though. We have Gemini, we have Cancer again, we have Pisces, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, and we have Aquarius. So you or them could connect with some of that in the chart. see here. We have Virgo again. So we have S, we have R, we have V, we have K, we have 5, or I don't know if that's a 5. That's a 5, that's an S. Okay, we have U, we have A. These aren't like the prettiest, but I like wanted them to be big, like so you could like just really see them. I'll probably get cuter ones. So we have M or W, we have 2, we have E, we have Y, we have O. You guys could probably help me with my aesthetics because I feel like there's just something incredibly like, I don't know, pretty and perfect and nurturing about you guys. Okay, we have O, we have G, we have a heart, we have M, oh, we have O, we have mom. Is someone a mom? There is a deep connection with the moon here. We have O, we have E. Sorry, there's a lot of double letters that came through. We have D, J, DJ. Music could be really significant. T, I, and then I want to get one more to wrap it up. And there's an extended, so the extended will just be a little bit more sexier, a little bit more deeper. We can actually find out more of like, what is this overwhelming emotion that they're having, since we have got so many moon cards overpowering this. And we have love yourself first. So something that's very tempting is I feel like the way you carry yourself, the way you respect yourself, the way you care about you, the way you have a really deep emotional like healthy boundaries and like just good with your emotions, good with your feelings, good with expressing them. And so that's going to make you incredibly attractive because it's very mature, it's very motherly, it's very nice. So not only are you going to be really like attractive to this person, but you're going to be really magnetic. You're going to be that really pretty moon at night that really guides others and shows others the way. So also with Gemini energy, it's the way you communicate, it's the way you talk, it's your fingers, your hands, your nails, your arms. With fourth house with the moon, this is your breasts and that part of your body. You know, I could go into each one of these, but there is like a strong obvious, and with Pisces, Virgo, that's a really strong connection with purity and compassion and acts of service. So there could be for some like not like submissiveness, but there could be like a sexual giving, very loving, very in the moment. And so all those things are really precious. So guys, if you would like, I'm gonna hop on to the extended right now. And I also have like the little pendulum, so we'll ask some questions and we'll go deeper into the emotional nature of this person. So, and why you're tempting, and I have a lot of sexy cards. So, okay, love you guys so much. Bye.